guys, it's Rebecca for Rebeka Forum, and this week theme is about friend zone, or maybe call it, no, not friend zone. We gonna call it more like friends with benefit zone. Okay, so well, today on Rebecca Forum, I won't answer really question. I'm just going to do like a story time about this, and so maybe you guys can take some advice, and you guys can comment your story so I can read your story, and maybe I can try to give you some advice or just sharing our story. So, friends with benefit. So, my story. So, I had this friend, and actually, we were friends, like, anyways, but at the first eye contact we really had, like, we already know that it was about to be like more than just friend. I don't know, like the attraction was so strong, there was no way nothing would happen, but I was so young too. And anyways, so I was like 23, 23, yeah, at the time when yeah, but I knew him for like a few years from ago. Anyways, so we became friends, and then that evening I went to his house because I needed something, and then something happened there. Like, obviously something was about to happen, because we were drinking, and we've been like waiting for like years, like before something happened. Like, we always see each other and okay, hey, hey, that's it. But with this behind thoughts. But anyways, so yeah, something happened on this evening, and then we did have our first relation, our first how you call that? Well, we had sex, okay. So, and then after that, this continued, but we wasn't like boyfriend and girlfriend. This was like, you're my friend with benefit, and this was clear. And then, like, this was going on for like years, 1 year, and then I start catching feelings, and then I'm not sure, but I think he started catching feelings too, because the the sex was more like romantic sometimes, and it wasn't just like sex. And then I think if I find out that, well, I told him, obviously, I'll whatever, he knew it. And then one night, is it, well, whatever, I knew there was this girl up that was living, that was, she was a neighbor, anyways. And then I knew she was coming down, because sometimes I was coming, and then I saw her going back to her house, and she had a kid. I think that was a young girl too. But anyways, I saw her with a lot of other guys. What, I won't say a lot, but I saw her with another guy too. But anyways, so there was this girl going to his house, and then they became friends too. Well, I think he already had sex with her before I had my first experience with him. Even though I knew him like years before, and she was just, anyways. And then, yeah, so I knew this girl was going down, and just by, I don't know, by her face. But those type of people in this world, I won't say they all like this, but I knew she was like down to get down with anybody. She had that face. So anyway, so I knew they had sex before, but I was like who cares, like, you know anyway, so I was so young. Anyways, because this was my friend, I really, really, really loved them. Anyway, so I was like, who cares, like. And then we continued this, and then years after years, and then one night he he called me, and then he said, well, can you come over, because this might be the last time we can see each other and everything. And I was like, I was sleeping. I was like, there's no way I want to go there. You know, when you're sleeping in the evening, like, anyways, whatever. So obviously I rushed there, and then I was at his dad. I think that was the first time, anyways. And then I saw his dad and everything. This was really romantic, and we had supper that night. He made supper for me, and then whatever. But before that, he asked me for my medical card, and then I was like, okay. He was like, oh, we just need to take some pills before we had something, before so we protect ourselves. I was like, pills, anyways. So naive, you know. I was like, okay, whatever. He went to search for them. I stayed at his dad. He went there, and then he came back. When I was there, I was sitting next to, oh my god, you know, I always wanted this guy. I met his dad, and this is the dream and everything. So I came back to his dad's, and with the four pills I can take. I was like, four pills, like, why I have to take this? Like, I know I'm not sick. I always check myself and everything, and then I just have sex with you, so you know. And anyway, so I didn't want to take the pills, but I didn't make a big story about it that night, because he was a. That's why he told me this might be the last night, because he was about to go to Jamaica. So I was like, okay, I won't make a big deal of it. So he made supper for me that night. We slept together. That was kind of really romantic, anyways. But after that, I went to see that nurse, and she told me, anyways, I found out that this was like pills to prevent HIV. HIV. Like, I won't be there in this world anymore. Anyways, I don't have HIV, because, anyways, this what happened is I was scared. I was like, what? You give me HIV and everything? Blah, blah, blah. So I started writing all around his house, on the walls and at his dad, that the guy got HIV, because obviously he might be fucking with other girls, so everybody should know. And then I went to his house one day to just talk face to face with him before he went to Jamaica, and then he was mad already, and I had this knife on me just to give pressure, like, yo, you know, give me HIV and everything. And then I had to put out the knife because we were fighting. I don't know why. He was just mad. And then this I took this big rock. I swipe it on his window. I broke the window, and then I put out my knife, and then I didn't want it to hurt him. You know, that was just pressure, and then he broke the knife. That easy. That was just a kitchen regular knife. Broke the knife, then called the police, and then I get arrested because obviously I had a knife. But yeah, first the police came, and they were for me because I told them, yo, the guy got HIV, you know, and that's why I'm there fighting. So they were like for me, and then they went to him, and he already had his doctor paper, like, check and everything, that's saying he doesn't have it, and he tell them he just gave me the pills to prevent it. So I get arrested, slept at the prison because they had to investigate on what happened, if I was a criminal or something, and then they let me go the day after. That was oh my god, I don't want to experience this anymore. But just saying, this was a friend with benefit. This means that he got a lot of other friends. Like, it's not sure. It's not something that you can just have sex without protection with. It's like a dog. Like, you should really take a guy who just want to be friends with benefit. Obviously, he was falling in love with me after all, you know. But and then there's all the story that came after this story, so it's just be careful with who you having sex with. Don't have friends with benefit, or if you do, just have one. Don't have all your friends, every friends that have benefits. Like, don't do this. So this was my little story for Rebecca from this week, friends with benefit, and my little story how I get to prison because yeah, the stuff is the um if somebody gives you HIV, they can go to prison. So he didn't went to prison because he didn't had it, and they let me go because this was like this was understandable, that my madness and everything. So you know so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story. And today I got my boyfriend. It's been like 3 years in and out with him. Everybody's healthy, we're alright. Just don't have friends with benefit, or if you do, just protect yourself. And this was all for Rebecca from this week. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you not already. And if you're new to my channel, well, welcome. And this is a start. Yeah, I hope I'll go far with this, and let's just see where this bring us. We know we're not making no money on YouTube, just to giving real advice and doing it because I love making videos. And I hope you can go watch my old videos and comment what you would like to see next. And if for Rebecca from next